Welcome back to Liberty Tree Gaming. We are here in the Sasal Inn, and we're following this guy for no particular reason. In the last episode, we rode out with Kuno's band of bastards and encountered a ambush, so it seems, where we were attacked as we crossed the river, and they yeah, it was a mess, a big mess, where we died several times. Fortunately, we had saves, and we were able to eventually make it through that little encounter. Then we looted all the bodies and drank ourselves silly until we wound up back in Sasal, where we were able to sell the gear, and that was about it. Where are you going, buddy? With your fancy clothes. Don't ask me why I'm following this guy. I mean, I may have just played him in a few rounds of dice, found that he's got a particular dice that I want. And I'm gonna get it. Not everything. That's everything I want. Alright, so let's look at this real quick. What did we get? We got the even-sided dice, which I don't care for. But this is the one I wanted. The Heavenly Kingdom. A miraculous playing die sent from the Heavenly Kingdom to the Kingdom of Men. The heavens seem to smile upon those who roll it, as its owner is frequently blessed with ones or sixes, which fits in well with this one, which seems to roll the same ones and sixes. And it's got the like the Warhorse logo for the 6, I believe. All right, well, we're gonna go sleep the rest of this night away. I can find my bed. It's over here. And then we'll go and meet up with Kuno again and see if we can figure out what's going on over there. Alright, I had to take care of something real quick between sleeping. Alright, Fresco Master, you're taking forever to go down those stairs. Who the heck are you and why are you here? I don't know, I can't even talk to him. Alright, there's my shadow mirror. Let's head out to Kuno, which is over there. So we'll go to Let's and right south.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone's having a good day. It's been a busy weekend. I thought that not there. With the next KCD2 DLC, the final one,
Yeah.
was going to be out this week, but turns out I was wrong. It's going to be out next week, as of when I'm recording this, but when you're watching this, probably be maybe even the same day. Let's see. Yeah, the 11th. So see how I wind up doing that, if I'm gonna do 2 episodes a day or if I'm gonna pause this series and do the other while we go through the DLCs, because I haven't done the Legacy of the Forge DLC either, but you'll probably find out before I know. Well, as of you watching this.
Have you heard this one?
This what?
This joke, you blockhead. I'm asking if you heard this joke.
What joke?
I want to talk to you.
Told me again.
It's just a turn of phrase.
Got nothing new. All right, what about you?
You say,
You've got nothing new.
Which one? How am I supposed to know which joke you mean?
Like, I thought somebody was calling my name.
I want to have a word with you.
Oh, he is. Okay. Let's save and talk.
What's up, Kuno?
It's about that accursed ring.
What, again?
Aye, I heard the fellas had you running around for them. You mustn't let them take advantage of you. Anyway, it's all gotten a bit out of hand. I wanted to raise morale, but instead I've got them at each other's throats.
True enough. But what do you want me to do?
I want you to get the ring from Petr and bring it to me. I can't just take it back, see? I'd lose their trust. Besides, Petr's hidden it somewhere. He won't be willing to give it up.
Okay.
All right. But I hope this is the last time. I'll bring you the ring and the game's over.
Don't worry, I've done with this game. In future, I'll just buy the fellas a drink now and again. Let them play their own games.
I want that ring.
Look here, Petr. About the ring I gave you.
Yeah? What about it?
I need to have it back.
Well, that's tough. And don't think you can pinch it from me. I've got it well hidden.
How about playing for it? Let's try.
Supposing I take it from you fairly. At dice, maybe?
Ah, you know me too well, Henry. Fine. We can play for it. As long as you can put up a decent wager.
350. Let's do it.
Fine. Let's play.
That's what I like to hear.
He's not gonna like this. Alright, even-sided die is possibly the worst dice in existence. Let's read this anyway. A playing die loaded in favor of even numbers. It carries the subtle whisper of balance as the 2s, 4s, and 6s seem to appear with uncanny regularity. Perhaps fate itself favors symmetry. Maybe a hidden hand nudges the odds, leaving the unwary to wonder if the die is as fair as it seems. So, 2s are the worst number in Farkle. Because 3 2s uses up 3 of your dice, and only gives you 200 points. 4 2s uses 4 of your dice, and only gives you 400 points. It's ridiculous. That one is pretty good. And then we'll do odd and shrinking. What is this shrinking? Yeah, throws 6s a little more often, I believe. So, confirm. That's 1,000 points right there. Let's roll again, actually. What's that? That's the Henry. Yeah, we'll roll again. 1, 1, and 4. All right, we'll go with those two. Decent roll. Let's roll again. 1 and a 5. Okay. Halfway there. You're dumb. Dumb but lucky. Oh, he busted on 4 dice. That's painful. 4 dice? Look like 5 dice. That was 5 dice. Yeah. 1, 3. Not you. You. Actually, we'll just keep those 3 and throw again. Nice. Game over. Alright, No special quest notes on that one. Need to eat. Let's eat. Here you go, sir. I want a reward, though.
Here it is.
Oh, good. Finally, there'll be peace around here. And listen, I won't invite you for a drink, since it's not the right occasion. But I've got something special for you.
Thank you kindly.
Pickpocketing and Hercules on his diet 4. Nice. Got a perk on that. Let's use that up. See, I can get Pocket Sight 1. Immediately reveals one of the items in a pickpocketing victim's inventory. Item Expert 1 reveals stats for half the items in a pickpocketing victim's purse. Crowd control reduces your chance of being discovered when there's a lot of people around. Pocket Sight 2 gives 3, and Pocket Sight 3 gives everything. We'll do Pocket Sight 1. Doesn't make that much of a difference. Whoa, dude, you should not stand right there. Now, I know he's got one of the dice that I would like to have, the Warhorse ones. I don't think I can get it from him right here. Heavenly Kingdom, not Warhorse. Alright, so we need to ride out with Kuno. So let's go ahead and do that and get this show on the road.
I see everyone made it back in one piece.
Thank
Except
Christ.
Jakey.
Someone up there must like us. Somehow we always manage to get out of these sticky situations.
Oh, someone up there, or someone down there.
Yeah, right. Well, the main thing is we made it.
So we'll go patrolling again.
We will, but not you.
What? Why not?
I found out where Jakey is. I want you to grab him and beat everything he knows about Hagen out of him.
Well, that sounds like a good plan. But why me?
For one thing, you're reliable. And for another, you're not likely to wring his neck on sight. Which can't be said for the rest of us.
Okay, well, where is he?
Where is he hiding?
He isn't. He's drinking away his 30 pieces of silver in some alehouse, bold as brass. The Inn on the Meadow, or something like that.
The inn in the glade?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, where are you
What are you
going?
going to be doing in the meanwhile?
We'll go on patrol as normal. It could be a trick, you see, to lure us into a trap.
But what if they're waiting to spring a trap on me?
It could well be, Henry, so you should be very careful. But one thing's for sure, Jakey won't be there forever. And someone's got to go and check it out.
I'll get going then.
Go. And when you find him, deal with him however you see fit. Just make sure you find out what he knows first.
Right, Chief.
$30 pieces. New quest. Kuno sent me to deal with a treacherous Jakey. He doesn't much care how I do it, just as long as I find out as much as possible about Hagen's plans. Either Jakey didn't expect us to survive the ambush, or he hadn't the good sense to vanish while he had the chance. Instead, he went to the inn in the glade to spend his 30 pieces of silver. He's probably gone by now, but I should certainly go there and find out what I can. Alright, I want to try and talk to the other people here.
Futueo et cabalum tu.
He's trying to speak Latin to him. Stone? Anything? No. Your two guys are up here on the hill. Nothing new. Nothing new. Guess that's that then. Let's head out to the inn in the glade. Which we need to go out there anyway because Matthew and Fritz are out that way. We saw them briefly as we rode through a couple episodes ago. We're gonna save here. Who are you, and why are you just standing there looking strange?
I'm hungry. I'd like to buy to eat.
Villager. Villager. Excuse me, ma'am. Andrew, you seen Jakey?
Good health to you.
I'm looking for a young fella by the name of Jakey.
A cheeky-looking stripling.
That'll be him, all right.
Well, I don't like to snitch on my guests. It ain't good for business. But since it's you, I'll make an exception.
Thanks, Andrew.
Well, I was gonna throw him out on his ear at first. He strolls in here like some lord, ordering people around. He's nothing but a snot-nosed brat. But then, he showed me the weight of his person. Well, business is business. He stayed here a couple of days. Yesterday evening he was boozing here, and then went off to the woods with some wench.
To the woods? That's a very broad term in these parts.
Someone
Yeah.
said they saw them heading south across the meadow. There's pine woods there and cliffs, and that's where they went. The girl's father was here with her, a merchant. As soon as he noticed she was gone, he went off to look for her. You might meet him.
All right. Thanks. Would you have a job for me? Maybe you're in need of some supplies?
Fresh meat.
No problem. I can go to Ratai and buy some for you.
I could send a stable boy for that. I'm talking about game.
Game? But that's near impossible to buy. I'd have to hunt it myself. And that's against the law.
No, it's not, Henry. You're the huntsman.
Ah.
Of course, I'll pay you well for anything you bring me. Even more if it's something in particular I want. And if you help me out here and there, I'll teach you something useful in return.
That's an interesting proposition.
Okay.
You
What?
after some meat?
I've run out of boar meat. It's
Or
a nuisance. Folk come here from far and wide for my boar goulash. If you could bring me some, I'd make it worth your while. Farewell.
okay. Well, we've got to go after Jakey first. Sounds like he's run off with some wench, and the wench's dad was chasing them. So this ought to be fun. Let's look at that quest log just to make sure. By the time I got there, he was gone, and the people there weren't very forthcoming about where he went. It took a bit of persuasion, but in the end I found out he'd been drinking with some merchant's daughter called Maria, and the two had gone off together into the night. Some of the people at the inn saw Jakey and Maria running to the pine forest to the south of here. I should start looking for them there. Maria's father went looking for them too, so there's a chance I might run into him.
Yeah.
Like him right there. Let's do a save in case things go sideways. Hold up, buddy.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What's going on here?
Marie, my daughter has run away. That's what's going on. Some people at the inn said they saw her running this way with some fellow. And not far from here, I found her scarf.
I see. Well, why don't you follow her then?
I would, of course. Only they said the fellow was armed. And I've got a horse and wagon here. I might get robbed while my back was turned.
No, you can't trust anyone these days. That's a fact.
You're telling me, lad.
We have something in common. I'm looking for that fellow who ran off with your daughter.
What? You know him?
A little.
Is he dangerous?
Ah, he's as gentle as a lamb. You've no cause to worry about your daughter.
That's a relief. But still, I wish you'd come back.
I can have a look for your Maria, if you want.
You do that?
Of course. Helping my neighbour in his hour of need is my Christian duty.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
kindly.
You
Sure,
said you found her
Henry.
scarf here somewhere.
Yes. Right past the shrubbery there. Hanging on a tree.
I'll have a look that way then.
May the Lord watch over you. Maria! Hey! My little girl! Come back!
Looks like Hansel and Gretel went this way.
Maria!
So we've seen several of these, like triangle teepee things. I'm wondering if that is indeed what it's supposed to be, like a tent. It's kind of falling apart or something. Who knows? Okay, so went that way. The vague that way. Seek.
Let's see what you can sniff out here. Seek.
Yeah, he's not really doing anything, is he? There's something red over here.
Raymant's on the rocky outcrop, so it seems.
You finding something, Mutt? Just heard something. A wreath over here.
It's always nice to take away a memento. Ah, shameless hussy.
I see him.
Hey! There's someone there!
Yeah? Oh, hey, buddy. How are you doing? Oh, you have a little party over here?
Hey, Henry! My friend!
I'm glad you're here, Henry. I thought I'd be stuck here till Judgment Day.
What are you doing here?
I picked up this wench at the inn, see? And we wanted to go somewhere quiet. Only the bitch whacked me on the head with a rock and off with all my coin.
Did she now? And which way did she go?
I haven't a clue, but I reckon as far away from her father as she can get. She won't be going back in a hurry. I've met some mad wenches in my time, but that one was a piece of work. She could have just asked me for coin, instead of trying to smash my skull right away, and then to leave me like this.
I'd say that's the pot calling the kettle black.
Listen, Henry, that thing with Hagen, I didn't want to, really, but they kept threatening me, and then they offered me coin. Jesus, Henry, I've never seen a pile of coin like that in my life. Kuno wouldn't give me as much as half a groschen for a cheap wench.
Yeah, my heart bleeds. Enough. Tell me where I can find Hagen.
Hagen? Lord Zool? Yeah, I'll tell you, Henry. We're still mates, right?
Oh, I don't know if I'd go as far as mates, but let's just say I understand.
I knew you and me would understand each other. So you'll let me go if I tell you?
Let you go? That rock must have really scrambled your brains.
Henry, I'm really sorry. I swear. Those fellas scared the wits out of me.
I can believe that. But why didn't you tell us about it? You didn't have to betray us.
I don't know. I was confused. Please, let me go.
First, tell me where Hagen is, and then we'll see.
I won't say anything as long as I'm tied up. I know how that goes. I'll be left here for the crows.
Why did you have to betray Kuno? You could have just taken the money and done nothing.
Yeah, just like Kuno would do. You've only been with us a while. If you'd been riding with him as long as I have, you'd see through him. He passes himself off as an angel of mercy, but he's as much of a swine as any common footpath.
Well, I mean, you are right about that.
No angel, true enough. But that's no cause for betrayal.
You wouldn't be saying that if he treated you the way he treats me.
I know what you mean, Jakey. Kuno's no less of a bastard than that Hagen. They're all birds of a feather.
Yeah, right? But why ride with him then?
Because Kuno's on my side. I didn't pick him, and maybe Sir Radzig wouldn't have either if he had a choice. But one thing I know. If you don't tell me where Hagen is, more innocent people will suffer.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Hagen's planning to raid some village. Samapesh, I think. He's gonna go there in person, along with what's left of his band. So, are you gonna untie me now?
Oh, man. He nearly got us killed. Let's let him go.
All right. You can go.
Oh, thank you, Henry. Thank you. I owe you one. If we ever meet again...
You'll buy me a beer and we'll have a friendly game of dice.
Should I knock him out?
Do you need help?
Yes. What? Seriously? Wrong button. Oh, that was close. Jakey not gonna have any money left. I don't know how much that was, but I got it. All right. So I never found this woman, that the merchant's daughter, that she, according to Jakey, was not too fond of her dad, so search this area around here. See what the quest log says on that one. Questioned Jakey while he was nicely tied up. Of course, he was full of regret and feeling sorry for himself. Anyway, I managed to get out of him that Hagen was intending to attack Samapesh. Then the question was, what to do with him? Well, it looked like he'd gotten a lesson from Maria he'd never forget, so I let him go. So I guess we need to get back to Kuno and tell him about the attack here. Come on, arrow. Oh, how did that miss? What? Finally. Get my other arrow back. There was another one somewhere. There it is. Broke. Broken arrow. Is there a boar spot around here? Alright, well, let's ride back out to Kuno.
Yeah.
I thought I saw lightning. Quest updated right against Hagen. Zul. In the light of recent events, I didn't accompany the band on patrol as usual. Instead, Kuno charged me with a different task to find Jakey and get him to reveal everything he knew about Hagen. Jakey wasn't too difficult to track down. Instead of fleeing while he had the chance, the fool had gone to the inn in the glade to spend his 30 pieces of silver. But divine justice intervened, and I found him tied to a tree in the woods, which made interrogating him quite convenient. Among other things, Jakey revealed that Hagen Zul was planning to lead an attack on Samopesh himself. Alright. Well then. Alright, we got a game save as we walked into the camp, so... Really want your dice, buddy. No, let's go. Let's just do it.
I found Jakey, and I know what Hagen is planning.
Spit it out, then.
Zul plans to raid Samopesh, and he wants to lead the attack himself.
I see. And what about that treacherous little bastard?
I let him go.
What? Are you out of your mind? That little nearly got us all killed.
Nah, I'm just joking.
Easy. I'm having you on. Of course I got rid of Jakey.
Well, you can keep those kind of stupid jokes to yourself. Even I don't joke about the dead. Saddle up now. We'll ride to Samopesh right away.
All right.
I hope Jakey's not here.
I can see Zul's colours. It seems they want a parley, sir.
Parley, eh? Right then. Let's parley.
God be with you, Sir Kuno.
My respects, Sir Hagen.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure since the siege of Lansenbach, wasn't it?
An age ago that was. In those days we fought under the same banner.
We did. And even today, we may yet part friends. After all, my quarrel is not with you, but with Cobula.
The thing is, your quarrel with Lord Cobula is my affair, since he tasked me with keeping order in his lands. And you, Hagen, you are disturbing that order.
No offence, sir, but you are just a mercenary whose main concern is keeping order in his purse. My dispute with Radzig Cobula concerns a higher ideal. Cobbler shamed my family over a trifling misdemeanor. He hanged my father, razed our castle to the ground, gave our property away to his family and cronies. And for that, I demand just retribution. But you don't have to stand in my way, Kuno. I'm well aware why you serve Radzig. You owe him a favor. And from what I've heard, it's not the first time you've had to pay him back. It won't be the last either. The fact of the matter is, you fight Cobbler's battles for him, and you've little or nothing to show for it. If you accept my offer, on the other hand, you can ride away from here a rich man. What do you say, sir?
Kuno, you can't do it.
You're making a common mistake, Henry. There's a difference between what a man can't do and what he ought not to do. In this case, the difference is the size of Hagen's offer.
I mean, I could pay him. But what about your honor, sir?
Have you no honor at all? To sell yourself to the highest bidder?
The only bidder. Radzig never offered me a groschen.
Because you owe him a favor.
And this is the third time I've had to pay him back. My conscience is clean.
Tell me, Kuno, what do you think makes a good mercenary?
If I knew that, I'd have a marble palace in Florence. I'd sit all day on a golden throne, drinking wine. But I suppose for a start, he should be skilled in warfare.
Oh, that's how you see it. But what about those who enlist your service? What they value is loyalty and fulfilling your duty. A mercenary who turns after coin like a vane after the wind isn't worth his salt.
An eloquent speech, but like I said, I've paid Radzig back quite enough. So if you don't mind, I'll take that pile of coin.
And then what? Do you think anyone will ever hire you again after they hear of this?
With that much money, I won't have to worry about that for a while. Anyway, everyone will understand how things really stand.
Do you really think Sir Radzig and others like him will share your interpretation of mercenary's honour? Not a chance. Everyone will see you for the swindler and turncoat you are, and Sir Radzig and I will make damn sure you won't come out of this smelling of roses.
Are you threatening me?
Call it what you like.
Fine. It seems you have learned something after all.
You'll stay then?
Obviously.
Well, it didn't seem so obvious to me.
Come on now, Henry. Don't take offence. And let's go and deal with Hagen.
Okay.
It's true, Sir Hagen. This is not the first time I've paid Radzig back. Nor will it be the last. But then, he did save my neck from the noose. So I'll be long beholden to him. I'll make no bargain with you. But I will take your silver.
You would fight me? You're a damn fool.
I've no wish to fight. But neither do you. Otherwise you wouldn't have tried to buy me off. So it seems that we're evenly matched. Let's see who fortune favours.
We are outnumbered.
So be it.
That's fine. We got this. All right. Put my shield on, please. And I'm going to throw on the mace. I mean, these guys are armored, right? So the mace will be better. And we're going to do our vitality potion. And what else can I do? Provocation, I believe. Agility and defense. Nice. And Bug's Blood for more stamina. Get out of the way. New level in mace, new level in strength. I'm hitting the wrong buttons again. Come on now. Who's swinging? Oh no! Oh no! I knocked out Kuno. Is everybody dead? Okay, Mutt. I got you. 4 groschen. Oh, buddy, you got some expensive stuff. Okay, Mutt. Okay.
To me.
Got it. Yeah, thanks. All right, somebody stood up. Guess that's Kuno. Mercenary. Okay. Yeah, we got a church we got to finish building, so we're gonna have to loot everybody here. Yeah, you got nothing I want. The stone's dead. No. Soul Slicer. 6K groschen right there. Bearman's dead. Fletch is dead. So I wonder if I could have kept them alive. If I'd fought better. Taken them out a bit sooner or something. I don't know. Alright. We had... yeah, we leveled, but no points. Okay. What price? Honor. Band of bastards. Rode out with Kuno and the others to Samopesh. And we soon came upon Hagen and his men. Hagen wanted to parley, which Kuno accepted. Maybe he caught the sin of silver because Hagen offered a king's ransom to betray Radzig, leave the prophets, and interfere no more. I intervened and reminded Kuno of his honor, albeit a mercenary's honor, which fortunately convinced him. You know, there was only one way this conflict could ever be resolved. On the battlefield. What price? Honor? I know where Hagen is going to be and what he's planning. Now the question is how to deal with it. There will be no end to the chaos as long as Hagen is obsessed with his insane feud with Sir Radzig. We caught up with Hagen and his men in a field near Samopesh. Hagen wanted to parley with Kuno and offered him quite a pile of coin to leave the province and interfere no more. I intervened and reminded Kuno of his honor, albeit a mercenary's honor. Fortunately, I convinced him, and Hagen had no choice but to fight. It was a tough battle, but in the end, we got the better of them. Battle is over. Now it's time to report back to Sir Radzig. Okay, I guess that's what we're gonna do. Let's clean up our inventory, and then we'll do that. Send that over. Put on my sword. Got another one of those, apparently. Drop. Don't need the extra torch, thank you. Wanted to look at those. The Zool. They may actually be better than what I have on. They are. They're more noisy. They're definitely better armor and more charisma. Alright, we'll put them on, then repair them in a second. Not those, these. I feel like this plate armor should be better than what we have on, but I mean, I'm only wearing brigandine. I mean, dare I wear this? Nah. You gotta keep the kettle hat. Alright, let's go and repair this armor. Can't do the pauldrons. Alright, Radzig. Zul's dead. You don't have to worry about him anymore.
That's my boy. Look what you'll love.
Job's done, sir.
Greetings, Henry. I hear you on the rat-eye tourney. Well done, lad.
Thanks.
Sir, we got rid of Zul.
Finally, some good news. Tell me all about it.
We caught up with Hagen in the fields near Merhoyed, and there was a skirmish. It was a tough fight, but in the end, we were victorious. Hagen fell.
Good. That's good news, Henry. Any losses on our side? Kuno's men? How did they fare?
Some of Kuno's men fell, unfortunately.
I'm sorry to hear that. Such is a mercenary's life. May they rest in peace. Anyway, you deserve a reward for your efforts. And thank you, Henry. Once again, I'm beholden to you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
True. Nothing much gets done without me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. But I'm sure you'd have managed without me.
Don't be so modest, lad. Since that catastrophe at Skalitz, I don't have many people left that I can rely on. Best go and rest now.
Thank you, sir.
Is that Wenceslas in the background? on the wall, pressing the grapes in the wine trough. I think it is.
God be with you.
Here's your king, right there. Alright, I saw that I got defense level. So we can do Knight and Shining Armor or Weapon Cruncher. We'll do Knight and Shining Armor. So in sunny weather, the glint of your armor will dazzle everyone so much you'll be taken for a noble knight and get a charisma bonus. The more plate armor components you wear, the higher the bonus. Charisma's already 20. Okay then, Weapon Cruncher. Alright, let's go prepare these pieces of gear. These pauldrons, whatever.
How are you? Take care.
I'd like to discuss the price.
That's a...
Alright.
Well, alright, so.
And since we're here, let's go ahead and sell this stuff. Drop the bread. I don't need that. I'm not gonna get rid of the Zool stuff. I'll put it away. Send that back to the horse so I don't accidentally sell it.
Take care.
Got 3.8 thousand, so we can sell a good bit here. Okay, so I'll hold those. Let's check the basket. I'll probably pull out some of this.
Can we do something?
Agree?
That sounds... See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Did the exact same thing.
Asparagus for taste and prunes for what ails ya. Try them.
Go to the tailor, sell this other stuff. Normally I would do this between episodes, but it's not enough. I'll just do it now.
May the Lord watch over.
I'd like to
Since it's you.
A nice sum. All right.
All right, good money, good money. All right then, that's gonna do it for this episode. I appreciate everybody watching. This is your first time watching or your 100th time watching. I appreciate you. And just please consider subscribing and leave a like on the video if you don't mind. Every like or sub helps me out tremendously. And we will pick it up from here next time. Until then, be good.
Good fella.
Cucumbers, lovely cucumbers.
That's my boy.